Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're jumping into something, well, pretty fascinating and maybe a bit weird in the online world. We're looking at how people are actually making money from what's often called AI slop.
Right.
Yeah, that low effort but high shock kind of content. It's grabbing attention and for some folks, generate them real income. Now, AI slop might sound messy, right? And it kind of is.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, we're talking about those, shock value TikToks or those super fast, surreal videos made almost entirely with AI tools.
Exactly. And let's be clear, it's definitely not high art.
No.
It's provocative, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's got that uncanny feel,
Yeah.
almost real, but off, kind of unsettling.
Yeah, creepy sometimes.
And sometimes it's honestly a little disturbing.
Huh.
It gets called slop because it often feels, well, unpolished, maybe random, like digital leftovers just thrown together.
But effective leftovers, apparently.
That's the surprising part. Very low human effort involved, often.
Yeah.
But for some creators,
Yeah.
pretty high profitability. We're talking thousands of dollars
per
a month.
thousands a month.
Yeah, just churning this stuff out. They're using tools anyone can find, really.
Huh.
Like ChatGPT for maybe scripts or ideas, 11 Labs for those AI voices, or even things like OpenAI's Sora for generating the video bits.
So, thousands a month for sure, slop. It still sounds wild. How does something that seems so, I don't know, basic actually make money?
Yeah.
That's really what we want to dig into today. What is this stuff, really? Why does it even work? And, what's it mean for how content gets made and, well, how we watch it? Okay, so we've set this bizarre scene. Let's get specific. Why do these videos grab us? What's the actual hook? Why can't you look away sometimes?
Well, it's more than just getting attention in general. I think the real insight is that AI can create stuff that hits this weird, uncanny valley.
Ah,
It looks familiar, so you relate a bit, but it's also distorted just enough to be unsettling or, just funny because it's so bizarre.
that specific feeling.
Exactly. And that blend, it's not easy for a person to crank out tons of it. But AI, it can exploit that psychological trigger, curiosity, maybe a bit of discomfort that just keeps your eyes locked. It's like this calculated, almost accidental tapping into our brains.
So it's not just random nonsense. There's a kind of method to the madness.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And think about scale. A human creator might spend ages on one video.
Right.
AI lets these creators experiment like crazy, generate hundreds of variations in minutes.
Yeah.
You can test super fast and see what exact mix of weirdness actually works. It's like rapid evolution for content.
A content arms race, you said?
Kind of. And platforms like TikTok, YouTube, they eat it up. They reward that engagement, the watch time, the shares with views, add money, and they push it out more through the algorithm.
Okay.
So yeah, you could call AI slop, maybe.
Yeah.
Clickbait's weird avant-garde sibling.
That's a great way to put it. Not just clicks, but this experimental grab for a very specific kind of attention. Okay, so given that, how are people actually making this stuff? What are the, nuts and bolts?
Surprisingly simple, actually. Focus is on tools you can easily get and just trying stuff out really fast.
Okay.
So first, you mess around with generative tools. AI for text, voice, images, video snippets. Combine them in weird ways. The key is keeping it short, punchy, unpredictable. That's what stops the scroll.
Right. Keep them guessing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then maybe splice in trending sounds or popular visuals, memes, whatever's hot, and use shock. And this is important, keep it legal, obviously, and not actually harmful.
A fine line sometimes, I imagine.
It can be, but the core process is iterative. You publish stuff, see what happens, test it, tweak it. You watch for which weird ideas suddenly catch fire, then you just do more of that.
And you said the barrier to entry is low.
Super low. You don't need Hollywood effects.
Yeah.
Seriously, sometimes it's just a quick montage of odd stock footage you found somewhere, plus a bizarre AI voiceover. That could be enough.
It sounds almost too easy. I mean, I've seen videos like you mentioned, maybe a talking toaster giving stock tips and you just kind of stare.
Yeah.
Is that the level of bizarre, something that just makes your brain short circuit for a second?
That's often exactly it. That what did I just watch moment.
Okay, but with that kind of scale and how easy it seems, there has to be a downside, right? What are the risks here? The ethical questions.
Oh, absolutely. There are definitely legitimate concerns. People worry about, misinformation spreading easily this way.
Yeah.
Or that it just dilutes art,
Yeah.
If anyone can churn out endless content, does it devalue stuff made with real human creativity and effort? Critics definitely make that argument.
Oversaturation, too, I guess. Just drowning in slop.
Okay, that too.
Yeah.
And then there's the platform risk. If the content gets too weird or feels misleading or genuinely disturbing, The platforms might just crack down, ban it, change the rules.
So creators have to be careful.
Totally. The crucial thing, if you want to do this, is keeping it clearly tongue-in-cheek, not manipulative, absurd, yes, deceptive, no. Your tongue needs to be firmly in your cheek.
That makes sense. Absurd, not deceptive. But is that line always easy to see? Or do people push it?
That's the tightrope, isn't it? I think the ones who succeed long-term, they understand that. The audience knows it's a bit of a joke, even a strange one.
Right.
The second it feels like you're actually trying to trick someone, that trust is gone. And that's usually when the platforms might step in. So yeah, easy to generate, maybe. Harder to keep that ethical balance going when you're making thousands of these things.
Good point. It's not just about one viral hit. Okay, so thinking about the long game and circling back to why we started this deep dive, how are people actually making real money from this, beyond just hoping for viral ad views?
Right, so connecting the dots, there seem to be two main ways people are cashing in on this niche.
Okay.
First is the obvious one, direct ad money from views. Get enough eyeballs on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, whatever. Get a cut of the ad revenue. Standard stuff.
Uh-huh. The volume game.
Exactly. But the second path is, honestly, maybe more interesting from a business angle. People are teaching others how to do it.
Ah, selling the method.
Precisely. You see creators offering like mini courses or coaching, selling the how-tos. We found examples like course titles promising, how I make $1,000 a month with 15 minutes of AI and random stock footage.
Oh.
And these courses, they teach the practical bits. How to write effective prompts for the AI, the tricks for pacing those weird montages, even the best times to upload for the algorithm.
So they're monetizing the process itself.
Exactly. Not just the weird videos, but the recipe for making them.
So it really seems like in this strange corner of the internet, this AI slop world, absurdity pays.
It certainly can.
And maybe teaching the absurdity pays even better.
Seems that way sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But like we talked about, actually succeeding here means being smart about it, being ethical, or at least appearing ethical within the platform rules, and being fast. You have to lean into that speed and scale that AI gives you.
Right, it's not just luck.
There's strategy involved, even if the output looks chaotic. So maybe a final thought for you to chew on the next time you're scrolling and you land on one of those bizarre, glitchy AI clips. Just ask yourself, is this art or is this business? Or maybe both.
A fascinating line to walk, and definitely something to think about. That wraps up our deep dive today into the wild, weird fringe of AI content creation.